Hello, my friends. I just turned off my worm tea. I had this floating in the bucket. You've seen me do this several times before. I have a 5-gallon bucket that I then take this mesh and I put in a few pounds of worm castings, whatever is usually in a big coffee can full. I have it in water now. Anyway, I took it out, and I wanted to show you what the castings look like after the fact. So I'm going to put some gloves on because it's like I would say it's like a chocolate pudding, but it's not like any chocolate pudding I've ever eaten before. And so I just kind of coax all of this off. You know, we all have our own way of doing it. If I were a professional, I would have it done a certain way. I mean, this is a stick. You know, how professional can I be? Anyway, I wanted to show you this. Let me get it apart. Put on some gloves. And then I find the easiest way of doing it is to just kind of try to roll this back as much as I can. It's been draining for a couple hours, so it's probably still real high in oxygen. If there's any worms in here, I would guess they are still alive, although this was castings that I had taken and cleaned out and sifted in my sifter, the 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and then I went down to 1/8 inch, and I think I got most of it. If I saw anybody in there, I pulled them out. I don't see anything in there right now, but you never know. I found them days later. Let me see if I can get you a little closer without being on top of you, being on top of it. So, I mean, they're pretty wet. They drain nicely. That looks like a cocoon there. Tiny one. Here's another one. Thought I just saw something moving. Nope. False alarm. But you can see how pretty they look. Those castings still look beautiful. I mean, they've given it their all. They've oxygenated. I've gotten about 3 gallons. That was a little bit more. I took it out and gave everybody a nice watering. The castings, the worm tea that you do get, from what I've read and been told, you can use it a 10 to 1. So I have 3 gallons there. I should be able to get 30 gallons worth of water, worm casting water, to give to my plants. I have some nice things growing. I've got some tomato plants. For those of you who are just waiting to get your tomato plants out, I'm in Zone 9B, Central Florida, Windermere, if you're familiar with the area. And I don't see any worms. But you know, the funny thing is, I didn't see any the last time, and then I let everything settle. Came out the next day, and I was finding them. So anyway, just wanted to show you. Oops, there's one. Can you see him? Little guy. I'm just guessing a lot of the times that these things are... Is that a worm, or is that my imagination? I think it's my imagination. No, it's just a stick. Sorry, I got all excited there. It doesn't take much, but A retrieved worm always does it for me. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like I'm saving the world. What a hobby, huh? I had a friend just tell me that she's starting to watch a composting channel, and I thought, oh, isn't that wonderful? And I thought, oh, great, she's going to get into composting. And her reply was, well, maybe in 10 years when I retire. I thought, see, I don't see that as you have to wait to do it. You start to learn to recycle today, and then you add your skill set to that by learning how to maybe cold compost and then add to it. So to each their own. No judgment, I'm not the recycling police. I can only, what have I said before, the only thing I can be responsible for is the smile on my face. So there you have it. I won't go any, oops, nope. I'm going to let this go for a couple days, and I will either, a lot of times what I do is just take a handful like this, and I will add it to my my watering can, and I'll stir it around and let it just dissolve. And even though it's really not dissolving, because it's pretty much down to what it's going to be, it will dissolve some. And then I'll give that to my plants, my vegetables, my fruit, plants, and flowers, rather. That's what I was going to say, sorry. Yeah, I really went through this can, not only whenever I was doing it, and I let it dry out and everything, and I went through it again, and then I went through it before I used it. So I really doubted it. But geez, the last time I was getting, wasn't as adamant about going through everything, wasn't as particular, and I think I got like 20, 30 worms. They were all small, like they had just hatched, and maybe they were a couple days old or a week old, or I'd missed them in the beginning. So that's it. Now I will just take these two and let them sit here. If there's anybody who's still on the fence as to whether they want to leave the nest, I sometimes find them on my gloves. The wisps are so small that it takes a good eye, not mine, to see them. And then this I'll just rinse that out with rainwater and add it to my garden. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this in case you're interested. And I keep thinking I see something, but I don't. Anyway, that was it. I just wanted to show you that. And I hope everybody's having a great day. And I hope if you have the ability to make worm tea or any kind of a tea for your garden, that you'll take the time and do it. So thumbs up, and hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.